Hello, this is BRiz1111, and today we are exploring... Is that a red sheep? Up there, up in the distance. What it... Oh! No, what that is a perfect segue into what we're doing this video. We are exploring 1.21.5, colloquially known as the Spring to Life drop. I am here on a brand new survival world. I realized as the game drops new updates and new content kind of gets added over time, which they're going to be doing a lot more consistently now, I need a place where I can come in and just kind of experience it and vibe without the pressures of, I don't know, being put together in my builds and my social interactions. This is just kind of my place to unwind and explore. So in complete honesty, aside from the new mob variants, there's some normal cows over there, still looking beautiful as ever. There's not too much more that this drop actually adds to the game. Although, now that we're in this biome, let's see if we can hear another one. Do you hear that little rustle? Yeah, that right there. That's the wind blowing the sand around. To be honest, it's kind of distracting, and it might take some getting used to, but I think I can do that. I think this could be really nice. It's going to make walking around the desert a lot more interesting, that's for sure. But I would like to try and find... Whoa, most of the examples of the new stuff, there's a good example right there. Now, it's still broad daylight. This is hard difficulty that we're playing in, so it shouldn't be day for too crazy long, but when nighttime rolls around, we're gonna want to come back here and check this spot out again, because it's gonna get pretty cool. Oh, I broke it. I just meant to click off screen, but I broke it, and now I know you can collect these. I thought you would need like shears or something, but apparently you just kind of boop, boop. Well, you know what? Maybe we won't worry too much about coming back to that spot then. We can keep exploring, and now when nighttime rolls around, sneak peek at what it does. We can just place it on our own and see the effects that way. Okay, well, anyways, here we are in a forest, and this is, wow, all right, we're seeing a ton of those features already. So check this out, we got a fallen tree here. These fallen trees are a great way to add immersion to the world. You can also check out the falling leaves we have coming down from, yep, you heard that right, every single tree variant in the game. And now what is this brown stuff on the ground? Well, my friends, that is leaf litter, a fuel source, a decorative block, just a feel-good nostalgia trip for anyone who grew up near trees and forests. I don't know about you, but gallivanting around the woods, trudging through old dry leaves, it's just got that crunch, and it just feels good. Can you hear that? Can you hear that sound? Here's grass. It's kind of soft and shh. And now here's the leaf litter. Got a little more crunch in there. These fallen trees are cool though, because you can get like mushrooms on top, you can get vines on the side, ooh, even leaf litter on top. That's kind of cool. And like I said, it's a fuel source, so early game, if you haven't had a chance to grab a pickaxe and some coal yet, you can just pick up some leaf litter off the ground and you're good to go. Just grab yourself a furnace and you can cook stuff up. Which looks like it might happen to me, because instead of getting resources, I'm just kind of walking around, talking everyone's ears off. But I would call that my specialty. All right, so it looks like those bushes those bushes that we're not gonna name until the time comes to actually see it in action aren't super uncommon. That's kind of nice. You can find them pretty much all over the place, anywhere there's water. The creatures that live inside love moist environments, helps them grow, helps them spread. Oh, here's actually another perfect example. So these are wolves, which they've added a bunch of new custom sounds for. Here, I'll shut up and just let you guys listen. Yeah, see, those aren't the normal noises. Essentially, they all have variant sounds now, and I forget exactly what those variants are, but they're each different, they're each unique, and they all have their own sound. I don't think there's anything in the water. There's nothing over there to show you. See, this is the problem. Nighttime approaches, and I have no place to lay my head or food to eat, and that's honestly the bigger problem. But luckily, I have my sights set on a village over there, and I'm sure they'd be happy to help. Leaf litter, leaf litter, leaf litter. You get a leaf litter, and you get a leaf litter. Oh, here we go. What's up, guys? Warm pigs. Dude, you guys are cool. You got that, like, stripe down your back. But maybe not the best time to show you. Hey, you know what? It is nighttime. Let's see if we can see these guys in action. Anything, you guys? Yeah, check it out. All right, well, cat's out of the bag now, I suppose. These are firefly bushes, just adding a little bit of ambient light and movement to the world around you. You can hear that faint little glistening sound, too. Ooh, they're buzzing in there. I like the flickering on the actual texture itself. That is pretty cool. But I've also got myself to worry about here, and I could use some food. Well, my mission is to show you those new features, and show you those new features I will. The problem is we just have to spot them. Hey, I guess this counts as a feature I've already showed you, but I don't think we've seen one of these guys yet. It's the warm variant chicken. You guys are cute as ever. Does make me realize, though, it might be nice to find a cold biome to show you guys some of those chillier variants. All right, excellent. Check these out. They're not exactly revolutionary, but I don't know if we can break them. Nope, you need shears. These fun little bushes here are just cool new ways to express yourself if you've got a green thumb and love to decorate with terraforming and gardening. Just another neat way to make your Minecraft world come alive. There is another new nature feature I was hoping to show you, but it's looking like maybe this wasn't actually the biome for it. Might need something a little more flowery. Well, hey, this is pretty flowery. It's not what I had in mind, but how nice to see the pink petals falling down. As a matter of fact, I think they did that before, but we won't waste this opportunity to just enjoy the cherry blossom biome. Up, look at that. You know what I see on the horizon? Lots of flowers. Well, here are all these flowers, and, well, here's not the flowers I was trying to find, so truthfully, I have no idea where to find what we're looking for. Potentially, I remember possibly seeing them in, like, birch biomes in the trailer, in the promotional material. All right. That looks like a lot of birch trees over there. I could try my luck and see what happens. You know, there are some mods that allow items like torches and glowberries to emit light as you hold them. I think it would be very, very cool if they added that kind of functionality to the firefly bush, but maybe not fully bright. Maybe like kind of a dim, slightly bright light so that it's still emitting light, but kind of paying respect to the more subtle gentleness of the firefly bush. Okay, we made it to where the birch is, and sure enough, look at what's on the ground. What's this stuff called? Wildflowers. Okay, that's pretty. It's also very nice with the leaves falling at night, just kind of a very gentle atmosphere. Well, almost, except for that skeleton. Emit light, my firefly babies. Go, spread into the world, and create cheer and buzzing sounds. Now, is there a lot of snow over there? Like, will we be able to see any of the animals we actually want to see? I guess it's important to remember, too, it's not just biomes where there's actual snow, because not every biome that has snow is classified as a cold biome. So we might get lucky and see some cold mobs, even if we're not in the snow. Oh, no, okay, it looks like there's some more snow up there, too. We'll definitely find something. Like an Enderman. And a witch. Whew, the real snowy biomes were farther away than they looked. Wait a minute, that's a pale garden. There's nothing we necessarily want over there, but it's still always cool to see one. I've already made a video about surviving that biome though, so we're not gonna go over there. Finally, we are in the snowy biome and the sun is starting to rise. Very cool indeed. But that's not why we're here. We need to see some snow pigs. I mean, really, we're in the right place. They just haven't been spawning. Maybe up on top of the mountain. Nope. Oh, we got goats, though. I don't think we're too high for mobs like that to be spawning. Maybe they're just being stubborn. Hi, normal cows. I'm looking for cold cows. Hey, normal pigs. I'm looking for your freezing friends. All right, I feel like we're gonna find something any second. It's gonna be a cow or a pig or a sheep. It's gonna be one of them. I can smell them. They're close. I know it. Ooh, wowza. Shocking and appalling. They just refuse to show up. What is going on? They have absolutely no manners. I'm trying to make content and they just refuse to help out. Aw, these wildflowers next to all the snow just looks really nice. That's so great. This new update is perfect. I mean, now there's wildflowers as far as the eye can see. Holy smokes. A taiga biome would probably help too, because I think those are classified as like cooler biomes, so we wouldn't even necessarily need to have snow there. Just, yeah, kind of like this. I don't know, because this is kind of a mountaintop. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. The map shows that there's some old growth taiga, and as much as it's in the opposite direction of that we were running, I just have hope and optimism that it's going to have a better chance of having what we're looking for. There it is. That's the biome we're heading to. That's going to have our special pigs and special cows and special chickens. It's going to have everything. Well, even if it's taken a while, we are definitely in the right climate now. Look it! All right, here's a perfect first example. This, my friends, is the, where'd they go? The cold chicken. They're dark in color, and they've got these cool little, like, back mullets. If you can see it there, on the back of their heads, like almost little rakes coming off the top. I don't know, I guess those darker feathers help keep them warm or something. Very cool little cluckers. All right, this is promising. We got wolves at least. Maybe wolves means more creatures. Friends, the long search is over. Do you hear that moo? Behold the snowy cow. Look at the fuzz. Look at the tufts of fur. Look at the giant horns. These things are absolute beasts, and it is so cool to see them walking around. Here's a village, and villages mean good things for us because take a look at what we found. It is the winter pig. Oh, and a witch, but we don't want to hang out with her. I'll give the pigs a proper intro in a second. Okay, behold the winter pig. Just like the cow, they've got these warm brown patches of soft, fuzzy outer fur or hair, or whatever pigs have to keep them warm. I need to show you something that has to do with chickens. All right, here's the specimen we want. We got two here. Specimen A and specimen B. So now specimen C. Specimen D. Well, anyways, now we play the waiting game. Let me know if anyone hears a plop. You? 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 None of you. Really? I heard a plop. Yeah, take a look at this. I'm sure most of you can remember the actual egg texture. But look at this. It's this brown egg. This is a brown egg I've got in my hand. Now, what's cool about this is there's a very low chance I actually hatch a chicken with this. But if I were to throw it and it were to hatch a chicken, it would be one of these warm climate chickens. The eggs are now tied to the kind of chicken that dropped them. All right, moment of truth. Are we going to get something? Nope. We just broke an egg. Take two. Oh, we got a little baby guy. And look, he's a little warm one. I mean, you might think because we're in a warm biome, he spawned like that. But even if we were back in the snow and I had hatched him with that brown egg, he would have been a warm chicken. Which, I don't know, I just think is pretty cool. This is cool. 1.21.5 is very cool. The spring to life drop is pretty cool. Now, when will this be up on my server, you ask? Well, that's a good question. See, my server uses terrain generation mods, and what that means is that stuff that changes terrain generation in vanilla Minecraft, like the new fallen trees and the leaf litter, well, the terrain generation mod needs to figure out how to implement all that stuff while staying true to both itself as a mod and to the vanilla game. It's all kind of a complicated process. And there's a bunch of other mods that need to be updated too. And when you're a third-party developer and not a AAA studio like Mojang, you can be forgiven for taking a little bit of time to catch up. But hopefully, one day, these changes can come over to the TheRightTurn server, my personal Minecraft server, which, hey, by the way, if you want to be a part of, come join my Discord server and get to know me. Let's become friends, and then we can fiesta! But yeah, I want the Right Turn server to have these little warm chickens and all the leaf litter and the wildflowers as soon as possible, so keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears open, and hopefully, sooner than later, I'll see you on there with some fireflies. Love you, bye! Oh. I can't tell. What's up, bro?